Hello, winners, and welcome to Two for the Win with your hosts, Nick and Will. We have a special guest for you today who is going to chat about all things Thailand. Intrigued? I know I am. But before we jump in and hear from our special guest, please be sure to subscribe, share, and follow Two for the Win on your favorite platform. I want to give a shout out to Nick Menard and Associates with Dream Vacations for sponsoring today's episode. Thank you, Nick Menard.
You're welcome. Hello, Will. Hello, winners.
Hello. So would you like the honors of introducing our special guest?
Absolutely. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you Miss Nicolette Shearer. So Nicolette is someone I know for now 8 years. So we work together. She's a pleasure to work with and a fantastic person as well. And so she went to Thailand a couple of times the last couple of years. And based on everything I saw from her social media post and the discussion I had with her, I'm jealous. I travel a lot, but nothing like she did. Definitely the last one like a month ago. So I'm very, very happy to have her on our show today to share all Thailand. So thank you so much for joining us today, Nicolette. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm very excited to be here and talk about Thailand. I could talk about it for days and days, so this is well needed.
Well, it's going to be 30 minutes, but we can always do a multi-episodes, based on the demand. So maybe people will fall in love with Thailand or you or both. And so we will be having you back to talk more about Thailand. But all seriousness, tell us first, why Thailand? And maybe the first general impression, the first time you went there.
Mm. Yeah, so my dad married a Thai woman, and we love her to death. And he's been going for years, even before he met her for business. And he's always said, Thailand is incredible. You've got to go. You've got to go. And we've been like, yeah, okay, next year, next year, next year. Finally, we said, we've got to go. So we booked and went in 2024. And it was eye-opening, incredible, a great value for our money. And this year, well, I guess 2025, we were looking at doing a different trip. And when we started, doing the cost estimate, it was so much for just a 1-week trip. And I jokingly said to my husband, it'd be cheaper to go to Thailand for 3 weeks. So we looked and we found a cheap flight, and we both were like, should we do it again now that we know the culture, we feel more comfortable, our shoes are wet, so we did it. And we were able to fine-tune the itinerary, do things we really loved and things we missed out on, and made the most of 2 different trips.
Awesome. So tell us where, because Thailand is a big country. So tell us the place you went, and maybe one or two things that stuck with you.
Yeah, so there's a lot to Thailand. It's a huge country. Land into Bangkok. It is a major hub, huge airport. Everyone flies into there, and then from there you have 2 options. You can go north to the mountains, and we loved that. So that was Chiang Mai. We also did Pai, which is even further in the mountains. There's a lot of elephants up there. Really incredible. And then there's the south, where there's the islands. There's the best place we saw was Khao Sok National Park. It's like one of the only natural rainforests in the whole country. So incredible there. You can stay on floating huts. But yeah, there's a lot of experiences you can have, including the Bangkok, the city life. So just a lot of different experiences in one country.
Did you spend more than one night in Bangkok?
Yes. Yes. The first trip,
I had to go with the
we
long lyric, sorry.
yeah. But yes, the first trip we used it as our hub, before we knew that there was a lot of, regional flights we could do to different cities. And so we used that as our hub to go from place to place and stayed in different areas of Bangkok. But the second time we used that as our landing and leaving spot. So we did all of our major shopping on the way out, so we could buy a suitcase, pack it up, and take it home with all of the goodies. My husband threw out his whole wardrobe when he got home because he replaced it all with great things, and I think he maybe spent $100. Like it's crazy what he what he replaced it all with.
That's
Wow,
awesome.
yeah, that's fantastic. That's usually the reason why I will ask that is because usually people say Bangkok like a day and then you get out to the island, to the beautiful sceneries. But
Mm.
I mean, I never been in all transparency, never been to Thailand, but I offer that to client, of course, and clients who come back always want to go back. So I guess it's something about the country that we need to experience. And do you know where Tomorrowland is in Thailand, Will? Which
Oh, I
area?
saw the city name, but I can't remember it offhand,
Ah,
but I
we now need to
yeah.
check that and maybe do like a trip with like that including that. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
so
It's
you
the first one
mentioned
ever coming up.
yeah, you this year in December. So
Mhm.
anyway, you mentioned that up north are the mountain like area, and you mentioned the elephant being there. And I remember, if I remember correctly, I remember pictures with you with the elephant, like not this time, but the time before, I think. Can you explain a little bit what's to expect when you are there and those kind of activities?
Yeah, so we did a lot of research on it because there's a lot of elephant sanctuaries, but we really wanted an ethical one that was they were well taken care of, rescued, those types of things. And technically, to have an elephant, they're only pets or in the zoo. So we wanted to go to a place that was where somebody took really good care of them, and they had 2 elephants that they had rescued from a poor environment, and they gave them their territory, and they had 3 dedicated people that were hired to take care of these elephants and were with them 24/7. But because they were so well attuned to humans and they had the 2 caretakers that were with us, we were able to be in their sanctuary with them, and I was maybe 15 feet away from the elephant while it ate, its little snack, and, then we got to go to a raised platform and give them their medicine ball, that we helped make with them, with the people of the town, and then we also were able to give them tons of fruit and pumpkin, and they ate from our hands at a safe little, platform, so that was incredible, but we did a lot of research to find those safe places that didn't have the writing on them or, the major touching that elephants don't really enjoy. So that's a big thing I would say when you do research for Thailand, that comes up a lot, the recommendations of looking for ethical elephant sanctuaries.
Well, thank you for doing that. And the good thing, when we have people we know, friends and things like that who already been to those places, is that with our agency, we're able to suggest those places as well. So thank you already, Nicolette, for that. Fantastic. So going south, because I know that's where most people are going with the beautiful scenery on the water, all the island and things like that. Where did you stay? And you would say, like, this is the place. Anybody going to Thailand, they need to go there. What is the place?
It's really tough. There's a lot of southern islands that were like the place. Phuket is awesome. A lot of different. It's large, but there's a lot of different places to go to. Beach wise, that's where we started this trip after landing in Bangkok. We went straight there, and ended up getting on a sailing cruise to do the islands. But there's so many there's popular beaches like that have the party scene. There's the private beaches there. It's a very large area to adventure in. So Phuket was great. And then on the other side of I think it's the Andaman Sea, there's Krabi. And Krabi was where we went the first time we started. That was our first island or beach experience. And that was incredible. They had like Aonan Beach that had all the limestone rock on the back of like behind you while you're on the beach, fire shows on the sand. It was just like a incredible experience the whole time.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that gives that gives envy to us to go and experience that ourselves as well. We understand a little bit better what people are talking about. And I know a lot of shows, like usually people go to destination when they see things on TV. They see shows and know with social media, a lot of social media, TikTok and all those videos. But yeah, for me it was White Lotus. When White Lotus came out and then it was in Thailand, I'm like, I need to go there. And knowing that the high price for Thailand is the flight. So literally, it's all to get there. Once you are there, you will talk more about it, but it's a lot more affordable than things around here, definitely, or even in Caribbean. So you mentioned Phuket. So Phuket is definitely like very well known and the different places. But I know you did a lot of activities on those islands. So what would be a couple of activities you would recommend people to do and why?
It's definitely snorkeling. If you like to hike, there's a lot of opportunities for hiking. Uh, if you can get on one of the quick transfer boats and get over to like Phi Island, they that's a party island, so that's there was a lot of cool things there. But uh, when I asked my husband this, I was like, "What was your major thing that you'd recommend?" He said the Muay Thai fights, the
Hmm.
professional kind and the ones that are at the bars. They have one at the Phi Island where you can volunteer as someone in the crowd to get in the ring. They put someone up and they say who wants to fight this guest, and yeah, that was an incredible sight. But he went to the professional Muay Thai fight and he said it was the best night ever. So definitely recommend that, and it's like their national sport.
Wow, this is definitely something I would not think about, and no, I would, and I would also recommend. So thank you for that. Yeah, definitely. I can see Will and I going there, and I will just recommend. I mean, I would just point finger. Will wants to go fight, and I will take a lot
What's
of
the
video and
reward? What do you
pictures.
get if you do it? Like,
I think you get free drinks at that bar. You
Yeah,
get if
oh,
boy.
that's
if
it?
you win.
Yeah, you have no teeth anymore, so you cannot eat.
I know,
So it's gonna
I
be
know,
just
I
liquid.
know. I would have to drink everything through a straw, including my meals. So there we go.
It it was kind of funny the next day walking around, that's like hangover city afterwards, and you know who was in there because 'cause they're covered in bandages or they look a little rough, but it
Wow,
was great entertainment, a great time.
wow,
That's
it's
cool.
like TV shows. It's like TV
It
shows.
was.
So
And
before,
yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
the entrance fee was just buy one beer.
Really? There we go.
Yeah.
Wow, and how much is a beer?
Oh, maybe $2.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
think the cheapest we saw, because of course my husband was very much tracking this. I think it was 70 baht and 30-ish baht is $1. So yeah, just on 250.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely different here. Or in the cruise. I would
Oh,
say
yeah.
it was cheap on Virgin, like $5, $6, but yeah, that's different. But yeah, no, that's great. So before we go to different because I know you have a couple that I asked you about before, like a couple of days before we do this recording. And I know you want to spend more time talking about that activity. But what about the people? So I know we have probably an idea about what we think people are over there, but based on your experience going there a few times and having your dad like really has family down there, um, how would you say is different compared from people here in US to people in Thailand?
Yeah, so we were worried about the language barrier, and that is not a concern at all. While they
Mm,
speak Thai, mostly everyone speaks English, and almost every other, well, to 80% of the signage is Thai and English. And they're just so nice. There was even somebody that like we dropped money and they were like, "Hey, you dropped this money." They were, we felt very safe the entire time. There was never a chance of anything going wrong at all or being worried about it. They were so friendly. They constantly, everybody's smiling, and you always you "Kakunka," like, that's everything. We just it's we come back and we get on the flight to come home, and we're nodding and doing that to people, and we're like, "Wait, that's not the culture here." It's just, like, everybody wants to thank you for what you've done, and, I would highly recommend the Thai people.
wow. And service wise, when you are in those bars, restaurant and stuff, service wise, I assume it's always very good service wise.
Yes, and then, it just, depends on the type of place you're in. They do have, like, the five-star. We did do, a restaurant on, like, the top of a skyscraper in Bangkok, and it was that fine dining experience, but most of what we did was, like, a mom and pop's plastic chairs, and the food was even better than it was at the fine dining restaurant. So you have to consider that. You're not going to get the candlelit table experience, but the food's significantly better than any other experience.
That's Will's
Yeah, I know. I was
recipe.
gonna say, what was some of your favorite dishes that you had?
Oh. There's in Chiang Mai, their like national or their known dish is it's called khao soi, and we had it for the first time in 2024. We dreamed about it for a whole year that we went back to the same place, and I'll include a photo of it because it is the smallest little shack, and you just get sat at a table with other people because it's based on how many seats. They just put you at anywhere, and it is just so incredible, and it's Michelin star rated. It's so good, and you're in and out. You get your soup, and it's a curry noodle soup that has
Mm.
hard, like crunchy and soft noodles. So good. So, so good. So that would be the number one for us. But the seafood, the shellfish, all the national Thai dishes. We love like the cashew chicken and those types of things. We have one that's a spicy chicken dish. I'll send a picture of that too. But those were like our go-tos.
Did you have pad see ew or something like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's with the fake noodles. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Where we were the place where we had, like, the most experience to Thai dishes was actually when we did that sailing cruise, across the islands of the Andaman Sea. We had a chef on board, and she was a local Thai woman, and she made all of the local cuisine for us, and it was constantly like, "We didn't know what it was called, but that was really great," and we would ask her afterwards, "What was that one?" So we can get it again. It was so good, and it got our feet wet into the Thai food.
Wow. I know you mentioned something, and that's the big part. I think that the discussion will be. So you guys, this last month, you went and you had like a cruise or like a private yacht kind of cruise between islands in Thailand. And I know the picture. I couldn't believe it. And you mentioned the first thing you mentioned to me when you came back is about that experience. So tell us more about what it was, how many people, how many days, and the experience in general, including the food that you already mentioned.
Yeah. So it was something that was a dream of ours from the last time. We said next time we won't have to do all of these transfer boats and move hotels. What if we could do a small cruise? Because this could be a country we could afford it. 'Cause there's no way we could afford it right now here. So we looked into it. And it was actually affordable 'cause it included, the travel to all these islands, the food. They had the drinks on board, and we wouldn't have to do transfers. It was the best. It was the great way to start the trip. It took us to all of the cool islands, including the place where the beach was filmed. We actually
Oh,
docked right there in the bay, and were able to watch the sunset and rise from that beach. And they gave us kayaks on board, so we were able to take the kayaks and paddle over near to the beach. They do have buoys; they have it blocked off so that there's not too many travelers going to the beach because it does get crazy. But we were able to do one right to the side and look at it, which was honestly better. Uh, but yeah, it was the best. It was actually a catamaran, and it had 4 different cabins. There were 2 of the cabins that were larger and had a bathroom included in there, and then the other 2 cabins shared the main bathroom that everyone else could use. It included like a living space, but we all just lived on the net out top and just sunbathed while we went from island to island. They would stop at a place and take us for a hike through the mountains, or we're going to stop here tonight and we're going to grill on the beach, and they would cook us food on the beach, and we just we'll take the little dinghy over. And it was 8 of us total. I've, uh, I guess 2 couples from Germany, 1 from Switzerland. They all spoke German and English. Our guides were all Thai that spoke English as well, and they were constantly giving us tips and advice of what the best things were to do and what to stop and do, and all the best snorkeling spots. And we were able to get in and out and avoid all of the tourist like groups, and go to different spots because they knew where to go.
wow, this is pretty phenomenal. And how many days was that? You said 4 days, 5 days?
Oh. It was 5 days, 6 nights.
Oh wow. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's a lot. Yeah, and I assume like they can change itinerary if they see that there's too many people, they can a little bit navigate that as well. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. And you said you had a chef on the catamaran, so you were able to do that. You mentioned snorkeling. I'm interested. Do you see any kind of specialty fish or fish that you don't see here that you experience over there?
There was a lot of like parrotfish, angelfish, crazy starfish is what I really was excited about. Like giant blue ones, purple ones. There was so many. It was just tons of like really alive coral that I haven't seen in a while compared to some of the spots I've been to on other trips. Yeah, so a lot of cool fish. I didn't see anything too crazy. Uh, but maybe I wasn't looking right.
Yeah, and yeah, so that's great. What about the weather? Because you went in December, correct, or November? So what was the weather like? And so we can, for the audience, they know best timing to go and things like that.
Yeah, so November to about February is the best time to travel there. You're missing monsoon season, which is similar to Florida's rainy season. So a lot of rain can flood because it's just so much rain. It's a tropical area. Uh, but the best time is between November and that March timeframe. It's It's warm. We definitely were in shorts and tanks a lot of the time until we got to the mountains where we kind of needed a jacket. I think my northern friends would laugh at me for the what we Floridians needed, where it got a little chilly, but otherwise beautiful weather. It didn't rain a single day we were there, and we were there almost 3 full weeks. And it's just beautiful skies, beautiful weather the whole time.
Wow. How long was the flight from Florida to Thailand?
It is if you do it right, it's 24 hours from Florida. We went for a cheaper option this last round and thought, "Oh, the cost savings and the time difference, we could totally do 28 hours." No, I don't recommend it. Just keep it to as many short layovers as you can and do 24 hours if you can.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely good. Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you mentioned elephants, and, Nick mentioned the White Lotus series. So did you see monkeys, or what other wildlife did you see while you were
Oh my
there?
goodness. Yes. Monkeys are everywhere. They're my husband's favorite thing. We went to a place near Bangkok and it's called Monkey Mountain. And they have vendors set up where you can buy the older fruit and throw it out the car windows and then close the windows really quick and just watch the monkeys come out and get the fruit. And it was funny. We threw a bag of potato chips and they like the potato chips more than the fruit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they are everywhere. They're big fans of Thailand, and they'll
You
take
could
you
have you
for a
could have threw
full
bread at them, and then you would have had monkey bread.
wow, coulda like
This guy.
yeah.
Wow. This is great. Again, this is really good. Um, about what would you think would be based on the first experience you had 2 years ago and now? What did you learn the first time that you changed based on the first experience to do it the second time? Again, the goal is to have people, like listening to this and know what maybe to avoid so they don't have to do it the second time.
Yeah. Um, I'd say to not transfer as much. There was some parts of our trip the first time that we spent 1 day and then we moved to the next place and we were
Mm.
1 day. And it felt kind of rushed and we were getting a little tired of the transfer boats or the transfer taxis or the drives to certain places. That would be a big one. And then also to do your own research as well on places. Like we heard a lot of things about like, oh, Pattaya is not a great place. It has a bad reputation. We went based on the advice of the locals and it was beautiful. It was great. We didn't experience what everyone said we would. So there things like that. Things are changing in Thailand and it's not what it was back in like the 80s.
Yeah, that's great recommendation there. Or contact travel agent because we
Yeah.
have a lot of different. We receive a weekly, monthly review based on every countries in the world, pretty much with what to, where to go, where not to go, or based on things like that. Not that if it's dangerous, automatically we don't even we're not able to book it. But it's important to know that we have those things. So you can be, like doing like Nicolette and going backpack pretty much, and then just based on the recommendation, go one point to one point, or we can also recommend you where to go or how long to stay. But I love your point because it's something that I hear a lot. People want to experience because they fly 24 hours, so they want to experience so many different places. But it's not realistic sometimes, and you will spend all your time in transportation, like you said, and also packing and packing. You're young, but you have like some retirees who wants to do the same thing. It's even more, like difficult for them because of packing, the unpacking, the dragging the luggage and stuff like that. So definitely a great recommendation to pick one or two spots, main spots, and then you can do like those cruises in between the islands, like we do in Hawaii, for example. So that would be a recommendation, definitely. So thank you for sharing this. It's very good. Any other places that that you would like to share based on your experience?
Yeah, I would say a must see at least once is Khao Sok National Park. I mentioned it prior, but it is something that it's out of a movie. It's unbelievable. It is all on the water. It's in the mountains. It's that rainforest experience. And if you stay overnight in this national rainforest, you stay on a floating hut. And that was the coolest experience. And they have all different types of mini resorts out there. From like ones that have air conditioning and full service type of scenarios or environments versus the one we stayed in that we had our own room and our own bathroom, but they turned the air conditioning off when the sun rose and you had to be outside enjoying the nature. But we enjoyed it. We were able to do jungle cruises. We saw elephants in nature walking around, a baby elephant with its little family, which was really cute. Some big Komodo dragon type iguana things swimming in the water. So it was incredible. It's still my phone background 2 years later.
Wow, love it.
I know that sounds amazing. So much we could talk about. You mentioned you could talk about it for a few days, but I suppose, one of the questions we like to ask is, was there a question you were hoping we would ask so you could share something about Thailand that we didn't ask? So this is your opportunity to share something that maybe we didn't get to so far.
I feel like we covered a big part of it. Kind of expected you to ask if it was going to be like The Hangover, if we went to any of those places. Yeah. Um, that, yeah,
So your
that's,
husband didn't punch a tiger, is what you're saying? That didn't happen.
no. But we did go down that major street that they partied on. It's much
Yeah.
smaller than it looks in the movie. And we went in the daytime, but they did try and grab Dan a few times. They wanted to bring him
Well,
into
I
the water.
heard again, like one night in Bangkok can make a hard man humble. So I mean, so said the song.
Yeah. Oh, maybe actually the massages.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, that's something that you have to do when you're in Thailand, and it's offered almost everywhere. We did some research and then some where we just walked in. I was getting my nails done because that's the best thing to do when you arrive and when you leave. I got a full set, like nail gel nails and hands and toes for $20. And while I'm sitting there, my husband decided to go get a full back massage, and it cost him $20 for like an hour to just get.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Wow.
there were spots we stopped and we got just let's get a foot massage, and we'd sit there and take a little nap while they massaged our feet, and it was just so easy to just get that massage done at a reasonable price. So highly recommend, but you have to be careful. Thai massages are are tough. So when you say medium, you might leave with bruises like I did. So maybe say soft, start with soft, and then go from there.
You speak Will's language there. You would spend the whole day in a massage parlor.
Oh yeah.
I did.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I
Get
did.
out all these kinks and sore spots and everything, knots and all that. But that's the thing. So I did you do the one where they stretch you as well? Because with Thai, they can walk on the back, they can use bamboo, but a lot of it involves stretching. I think some people don't realize with the Thai massage how much stretching is involved.
Yeah, if you do a full body massage, they end by having you, like, sit up and they pull your body. They're using their entire body to stretch you out, and I'm pretty tall, so this poor lady was really working to stretch me out, but, yeah, that's the Thai, cultural massage is a stretching one.
Yeah, yeah, it's,
Wow.
but it's great. It's my favorite kind,
Mhm.
and so I suppose
Wow.
getting it there is probably the same or likely better, but definitely more economical. I mean,
Oh,
it
yeah.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Can
I
probably
did
rent a massage therapist there for like 2 days, and then
good.
she followed you everywhere and do your relaxation massage thing.
Yeah,
I did a 90-minute massage 2 days in a row when we were there, and it
good for
was
you.
cheaper than
That's
my
awesome.
chiropractor's.
That's right up my alley. That sealed the deal right there. Alright, now I'm
Right,
going.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
well, you know what to do, guys. You know what to do. You need to schedule your Thailand trip for, like end of this year or early 2027. And we can make that happen. And we're going to use the advice of Nicolette and others to be able to give you the best possible itinerary and based on your budget, based on, where you want to stay and what kind of vacation you want. That's the beauty of it. It is so much to do by on water or land. So thank you
Yeah,
so
and it
much again,
sounds like
Nicolette.
you really don't sacrifice quality even though it's lower cost. Like, it sounds like you're getting a
Mm,
five-star experience for a fraction of the price.
Yeah, your money goes far there.
Yeah,
can't
that'd
go
work.
wrong with that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
awesome.
Thank you, guys.
No,
Yeah,
thank
thank
you.
you, Nicolette. Yeah, go ahead, Nick, sorry. Go ahead.
No. I said thank you. Thank you so much. I will let Will do the closing, but very appreciative of your time and the to share your experience because I know based on the picture. So you better look at the YouTube channel for this episode because we're gonna have all the picture based on what Nicolette experienced, and it's gonna like augment your appetite to go to Thailand soon, like I have now.
Yeah, it's been on my bucket list, but I have to say it's now risen even more, and appreciated like some of the things like you're talking about with the elephants. Like, candidly, I may not have really thought about vetting it in that way, but it makes all the sense in the world why you would. And just seeing or hearing from you about the different experiences from the north and the south, like, I'm absolutely intrigued. And then Nick knows you have Tomorrowland there, so that's another pull that could get me over there as well. But it sounds like a phenomenal time, and it won't break the bank. You know?
And it's a big music scene there, so you would have a good time.
Yeah, there we go. All right, Wanderlust winners, there you have it from Nicolette. Thank you, Nicolette, for joining and sharing your experience. Really brought it to life and made it very, very intriguing and fascinating. So thank you for taking the time to share that with our audience. And our winners, please be sure you subscribe, share, and follow Two for the Win on your favorite platform. And thanks again to Nick Menard and Associates with Dream Vacations for sponsoring today's episode. If you're intrigued about your Thailand experience, give Nick Menard and Associates a call today, and they can help guide you to make your dream vacation a reality. That'll do it for this Wanderlust Wednesday. Winners, boy, tongue tied today. We will see you next week. Take care.
Bye, Nicolette. Bye, winners.
Bye. Thank you.